For decades, Pluto existed in the public imagination as a fallen world. Once celebrated as the ninth planet of our solar system, Pluto was suddenly pushed aside in 2006 when astronomers officially reclassified it as a dwarf planet. To many people, it felt like a demotion, as though Pluto had been stripped of its importance and reduced to little more than a frozen object drifting through darkness at the edge of the Sun's domain. Almost overnight, the narrative changed. Pluto became the distant outcast, a cold and silent remnant lurking billions of kilometers away where sunlight barely reaches. Scientists assumed it was ancient, frozen solid, and geologically dead. But the universe has a habit of punishing certainty. The deeper we looked, the stranger Pluto became. The 2015 flyby of NASA's New Horizons spacecraft delivered humanity's first close encounter with this mysterious world, and what it revealed shocked researchers across the globe. Instead of a battered and lifeless wasteland, Pluto appeared unexpectedly young, active, and complex. Towering mountains of water ice rose from the landscape. Vast glaciers stretched across the surface. Strange terrains showed almost no impact craters at all, suggesting recent geological activity. And at the center of it all was a feature so enormous and so unusual that it immediately became one of the most iconic landscapes in the solar system. Sputnik Planitia, the giant heart-shaped region that seemed to stare back at us from the darkness. But what initially looked like a beautiful surface feature may actually be hiding one of the biggest secrets in planetary science. New observations from the James Webb Space Telescope and ongoing analysis of Pluto data are raising questions no one expected to ask. What if Pluto is not frozen and dead? What if beneath its icy shell, something is still moving? Something still alive in a geological sense? Something hidden under layers of ice that could completely reshape our understanding of distant worlds? Suddenly, Pluto is no longer a forgotten relic. It is becoming a mystery. And mysteries in space rarely become simpler with time. At the heart of Pluto's secrets lies Sputnik Planitia, a colossal basin made largely of frozen nitrogen ice. It spans hundreds of kilometers across Pluto's surface and appears strangely positioned. Scientists noticed something deeply unusual about it. The basin sits almost directly opposite Pluto's moon-facing side, as though some enormous unseen force shifted the dwarf planet itself. This led researchers to propose an extraordinary possibility. What if Sputnik Planitia is so massive that it actually altered Pluto's orientation? Imagine an entire world slowly rotating until a heavy feature settles into a gravitationally stable position. Such a process, known as true polar wander, may have occurred on Pluto billions of years ago. But for this theory to work, something beneath the basin may have to exist, a dense layer hidden under the ice. And that possibility points toward a startling idea. Beneath Sputnik Planitia, there may be a subsurface ocean of liquid water. At first glance, that sounds impossible. Pluto orbits nearly 6 billion kilometers from the Sun, where temperatures plunge to extremes capable of freezing nearly everything solid. Yet distance alone does not always determine whether a world can remain active. Deep inside Pluto's rocky core, radioactive elements slowly decay, releasing heat over immense timescales. It is a quiet process, but over billions of years, even small amounts of internal heating can matter. Scientists now suspect this heat may prevent parts of Pluto's interior from freezing completely. Instead of becoming a giant block of ice, Pluto may possess a hidden ocean trapped beneath a shell of frozen crust. Additional forces may also contribute. Pluto and its largest moon, Charon, are unlike most planet-moon systems in the solar system. Rather than Charon simply orbiting Pluto, both worlds circle a point in space between them. This creates long-term gravitational interactions that may have generated additional internal heat over Pluto's history. If such an ocean truly exists, then Pluto becomes something far more than an icy object in deep space.